Seatbelt. Bluetooth, what? Oh, this is interesting.
So when this took place, one of the things was, so we learned this time that there was a very strong potential for a nuclear war. And to understand how aliens travel, which I ask these questions, and sometimes they give me the answers, and sometimes they don't. Because every planet has a magnetic core that has a magnetic signature. What is unique for our planet versus other planets is that we have water. And water is something that, as far as I know, everyone needs. So they're not going to let us destroy ourselves. But at the same time, the government has entered into an agreement with them. And what does the government do? Think about it. They shut down your nuclear missile sites. What can we do to fight them? We can't. So what they did is they entered into, and some of those agreements have been going on both sides. And there is a trust factor and a not trust factor because there's different aliens. And some are not as nice as we would like them to be, but the vast majority of them are because they're advanced. And they don't look at us as monkeys as we look at monkeys.
Okay, but they kind of look at us as pretty stupid.
Well, I can't say this for a fact, but from my research, they have an IQ of about 1,000.
Oh, yeah, so we're like the dumb cousin.
I don't have a cousin that dumb, but I know what you're saying.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, so what was the culture thing? Did they tell you this?
Well, this is, I think it's called the Green Agreement or something like that. You can look it up. The Green one of the things, just so you know, and this is something that happened to me not too long ago. I'm a poker dealer at one of the casinos, and I had put these theories on and if you remember, recently the government acknowledged that he was killed by a Secret Service agent. Are you familiar? Okay.
Well, I've heard all sorts of different theories, so.
Well, that isn't a theory.
Okay.
The government acknowledged that.
Okay.
And prior to them acknowledging it, I alleged that Snowden had that information. And the reason that the government did what it did, and this is part of my theory, it had to do with Kennedy, was that Kennedy wanted to find out about aliens. And there are approximately, I think it's 7 or 8 security clearances about the President of the United States. So when Kennedy requested the information, and this is a fact too, you can look it up, 10 days before his assassination, I believe Kennedy met Marilyn Monroe and informed her that aliens were, in fact, real. This upset Marilyn, who got on the phone and talked to her friend, who subsequently, those people were finished.
Well, are you worried? Well, let me ask you, are you worried then? Because you're on the air talking about this stuff.
Not really. I'm not worried because, you know, what they're going to do is they're going to do, but they can no longer continue to keep it a secret. So it needs to come out. I mean, I said I feel protected from them. That doesn't mean that somebody can't come up and do something to me. But the CIA can't come and listen to me.
All right, well, listen, we had Emmett. Emmett, if you want to call back, we'll get you on right away. Emmett wanted to talk to you, and I've gone and looked at it was online about all these treaties, so it's pretty interesting. Did not know that any of that existed. 609-601-9830. Okay, so we're running out of time here, so we want to wrap this up. We got about 6 minutes. And if anybody wants to call in, I'd love to hear from you. After the top of the hour, if you want to continue this, if anybody wants to comment, please do. Listen, I believe that there are extraterrestrials. I find it hard to believe that in this entire universe we're the only, quote-unquote, intelligent life. Let me ask you a question. James and I have talked about this before, and I'm asking a question that James is on James's mind that I think he's going to ask. We want to know, where did all the technology go that apparently they had thousands of years ago? Like how to move the big stones, and Stonehenge, and Easter Island, and this and that and everything else. And you see these ancient aliens, ancient astronauts from way back when. So things point to us being much more intelligent in the past. Where did that information go? Do you know that?
I think I do. I mean, I'll give you a shot at it. Are you familiar with the book of Enoch in the Bible?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I am.
Okay. Well, the book of Enoch talked about that there were extraterrestrials, if you will, gods that came down and took women of the earth. And God became very angry at this and told them they had to stop. And they repeated it, and subsequently God finished the world.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah. How you doing? Alright, I was going to get a pack of Marlboro Light 100s, but instead I'm quitting right here, right now.
Yeah?
And I'm taking this money, sending it over here. We have, thank you. So, this is my cigarette money. Let me make a little donation. Yeah. A lot of pennies, but I got some change in my pocket, so it's kind of like the cigarette money, We have to work it in there. It seems to be a little stubborn. What's going on there? There we go. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Right? A little money for charitable cause. And then, of course, I got some dimes and nickels. This is like about one pack of cigarettes. This is my final pack, so it's the pack that I just smoked. So I'm hoping that this is a good omen that I'm going to quit, right?
Right.
And I'm asking the Lord for a little help. So hopefully this money goes to a good cause and the spiritual connection.
Guide you.
Right. Wow, you're intuitive, man. What's your name?
Name's Kristen.
Kristen. All right, a Wawa.
Yeah.
All right, that sounded like, man, a young guy coming out with some good stuff. I like that. You kind of gather what I'm talking about, right?
I wish you all the luck with everything.
Thank you, man.
I hope it works out.
You're Jewish, aren't you?
Not Jewish, no.
You're not? What are you?
No, I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Damn,
Jewish.
John Travolta Puerto Rican look-alike. How you doing?
I'm all
You're,
right.
you're from Puerto
I
Rico?
was born and raised. Yep.
Wow, I can't. That's hard to believe.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people doubt that, right? 'Cause-
Nobody ever, until I start speaking Spanish to them, then they believe me.
Oh, hey, man, I believe you because you told me. After you told me that advice, how could I doubt you? Because that was good advice, and I appreciate it. So if you see me in here, even if I'm asking for a pack of smokes,
And,
sorry, I can't. My name's Christian.
all right.
All right?
I will do.
I won't write a complaint on you if you hold up to that. Give me a little love. All right, man. Remember now, everybody, there you go. A little bit of change goes right here to the USO. All right? Give a little love for the troops. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. That's a Wawa for you. Nice guy, Christian. Hey, thanks for not stealing my car while I was in the thing. You know. Don't worry, I got one of them jack things on there. It shuts off. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, man. Have a good night. I'm just quit smoking, man. Stop smoking, dude.
You have a choice. That way he can build us a
What?
hotel, apparently.
Okay, and again,
Give it up.
not getting off track. The soul. He does not have the knowledge to make the soul. He is angry. God is the only one that can make the soul.
Okay.
So therefore, that's why he wants a soul. Now, if the government is in cahoots with the Illuminati, who's in cahoots with the devil, what do they care about your soul?
Wait, the Illuminati is in cahoots with the devil?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't see this coming. It's fascinating.
That's kind of another conversation. But let me just say this to you. This is how you know if you've been abducted. If you are laying in the bed at night and you wake up in a stone kind of position and your eyes are open and kind of like, I know something's going on, I'm awake, but I can't get up, and then you immediately go back to sleep. You've been abducted if that's happened to you.
That's never happened to
Has
me.
that happened to you?
No, I'm one of those people. I'm a very active sleeper. I walk in my sleep. I if I get up in the middle of the night and go to the kitchen. And I have had that. What is it? The conscious, where you're paralyzed for a second and you can't.
That's it. You've been abducted.
I haven't been abducted. I have not been abducted. I don't get that kind of lucky. I don't get that kind of lucky. And if I were abducted, I wouldn't be able to remember it. What's the point then? If I can't remember it and I don't have a good story to tell, then I'm not interested.
Maybe they're planting seeds for tomorrow. One other thing, just so you know, I'm scared the living daylights out of me. Just so you know, I'm not immune to being afraid. One time I woke up in the middle of the night. I lived in Brigantine, New Jersey, and 2 grays were in my room. Oh my God! I was from a laying position to sitting up fetal position, saying, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" Scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah, that would not fly with me. That's a breaking out the shotgun moment. Okay.
When I was too afraid to have any shotgun, believe me,
Yeah, no.
I'm a big guy.
We would have to have a discussion. If they start to visit and start bothering me in my sleep, then we need to come to some kind of agreement. They need to come to Jesus moment then, because I am not having that.
Okay. But there is another one. Let's be real quick because I know your show is kind of wrapping up. I think you were mentioning.
Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the hour, yeah.
Okay. One time I was on a ship and the Tall Grays introduced me to this light that was in the corner. And it was a room and they shut the door behind me. And I went in and this light was there and it was fluctuating. And, you know, I felt at peace. I didn't have any problems. And speaking about your God theory, other gods. And I went over to touch the light and had a really good feeling. And it was such an euphoric moment of love and compassion. And the light was growing, and then I just went over, and the light totally picked me up, and I was consumed by this light, which was just so loving and caring and overwhelming. And that's kind of like a force that is what we would consider a god. Now, was that God? No, it was not God. But as the Bible says, it says gods in plural, which you shouldn't have any God before me.
Right.
So there are other gods, so to speak, as they are in the universe. And God is so great, and that He has created many roads to His kingdom. And when people talk about evolution, I say to you, yes, there is evolution. God would not have stagnated us in one spot in time for eternity.
Well, that makes sense. Yes, you know, again, it's interesting to me, but I could not, and I don't think, listen, if you were an alien, would you come and terrorize me? No, you wouldn't, because you could do it once, and like I said, there has to be a come to Jesus moment. So I don't think, let me ask you why. How did they, very quickly, because Laura from Brigantine, well, let's take Laura from Brigantine, and then we'll wrap it up with finding out, did they ever tell you why did they choose you? Let's go to Laura from Brigantine first. Laura, welcome. You're on with Mary Walter. How are you?
Hi, thanks. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So what do you think about what Mark has to say? You can talk to him right now. Go ahead.
So, hi, Mark. I was wondering how do you explain that, how you can say that the sleep paralysis is being affected by aliens. It's a proven phenomenon that happens when you're between wakefulness and sleep. It's a normal process that your body goes through, and you just have to actually wake up during it. How do you explain that?
Sure. Is there plurality here? Would there be two things that are similar or the same? And who was justifying that? See, I have real life conditions. I have real life experiences. I'm just explaining my experiences to you as to how I know that I've been. Now, could you wake up in this sleep state that you're talking about as man wants you to believe? Yeah, but he wants you to believe in Milli Vanilli, too.
Well, I mean, I've suffered from sleep paralysis throughout my whole life. It just has happened. I don't think that I've been abducted, 100 times over the course of my life.
Isn't that scary, that sleep paralysis thing, Laura? Isn't that crazy scary when that happens to you?
Oh, it is. It's absolutely scary. When I was a teenager, I used to think I was being attacked by vampires.
It's true. It's only happened to me a couple of times. But it is a scary thing because you can't move, but you're awake. And you're like, oh, my God. Because it's hard to breathe. It's a very scary thing. If it's never happened to me, be grateful.
Absolutely diagnosable physiological state that you're in. It's, I don't know what's wrong.
I'm not saying that that's not true for your instance. That might be 100% right. I'm not saying that everybody that has experienced that and that has ever said it in a different way, but that is one way of knowing you've been abducted.
For some people, maybe that's how it feels to them. Maybe that's one way they can use to describe it. Maybe, is that what you're trying to say? Maybe that's how some people describe it.
Exactly. I mean, that could be true, that's taking place with you and you're not being abducted, and I'm not disputing that because I don't know you and I don't know whether you were abducted. I can only speak from my experience and what I've been told. and I was told that.
Very interesting. Let me ask you, Laura.
Every instance is that.
Laura, do you believe in life forms outside of our little planet here?
I do. I believe that it would be really self-righteous to think that we're the only thing that's in this entire universe.
Right.
I do believe in aliens, but I think Mark is delusional.
Okay. Okay, yeah. No, listen, I don't know Mark, so I can't vouch for him one way or the other. I just thought it was so interesting that he wanted to share the story. I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. This is crazy interesting to me, so.
Absolutely. It's always interesting to hear somebody else's view.
I've never been institutionalized, but I heard they got some great art there.
Laura, thank you so much. First-time caller, James?
Yes, and Laura, guess what? You automatically win an arm the scratch off from
Yay! First-time caller, Laura, thank you so much. And James, do you have her information, James?
I do.
You do? Okay, Laura, so you can come and pick up your scratch-offs. Good luck. Let us know if you win anything.
Great. Thank you.
All right, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. 609-601-9830. So, all right, Mark, why you? Did you ever get the chance to ask why me? If they let you fly the spaceship, they got to, somewhere along the line, you had to ask why me.
Sure.
Well, what did they tell you?
Everybody, I'm just saying it's with me. The reason they chose me is they are able to scan us as far as our thought process is concerned and our abilities. So once they accomplish that, which is very easy for them, they see if you are a receptible recipient of what they want to do. And if they feel you are, and even if they feel you are not willing, they will, because they have the ability to wipe your brain of those thoughts.
Now, when you say what they want to do, what do they want to do? Like, I guess that's the question that I haven't had really answered. Like, what, the why? The why of this all? Like, coming here, I guess, is going to cost a lot of money in gas for them. It's probably a long trip,
Well, they've written a letter to Obama and complained about that.
Exactly. Oh, please, could they do something about that? They probably look at us and go, really? What is wrong with you people? We keep trying to save this planet and you just keep screwing it up. Why? Why are they here? What are they looking for?
Well, there's two theories. There's the good with alien, which which I tend to lean towards, and they protect me, because one of the things is that I do have some marks on my body which they put there, and those marks indicate that to other aliens that I am under their jurisdiction.
That's kind of creepy.
But I also, no, it's not creepy. You just sometimes you have to accept things for what they are. And, there's nothing I can really do about it. I'm not going to stay up all night with a shotgun waiting for them to show up.
I think one was.
Oh, yeah, I got to tell you, I think James and I could probably do that in shifts.
Maybe you're delusional.
I'm sure they can get past the shotgun if they want to.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, okay, but you said there's theories. Did you ever ask them why you, what are they doing with you?
I have. And I just come to this answer because I said to them, why are you doing this? Why? So, because this is going to be happening. You're asking me to go on this radio show and do this and represent you as to let people know. What they said was that their life expectancy, as far as their genetic code, is coming to an end. So if you think about it from their perspective, that's why they impregnate women. They're trying to make something from what they were. So in other words, it's like all life has an end. You wonder why animals go extinct prior to, it's not man going out there hunting them or trapping them or doing things like that. There is a natural progression.
Okay.
They are reaching the end of their life cycle, so to speak, not individually, but as a species as a whole.
Okay.
So what they're trying to do is create something of what they were. And we are compatible with them as far as our DNA is concerned, although it's different. It's not exactly the same, and that's why you have aliens that look somewhat human and somewhat not with that particular race. Now, why the if you will, this governing body of the universe decided to let them do it or didn't. I don't know. I don't know if they're, some superpower in the universe that's just saying, we're going to do it whether you like it or not. Apparently they do, in a matter of speaking, because, I've been in situations where I realized they're testing me, and, their tests they make everybody look human, and you're going through this testing, you're wondering, what is this about? It's when you consciously wake up in that environment that you say, this isn't a dream, this is real, that person over there is an alien, and I'm pissed because they tricked me into being in this, and I don't like being in that situation. I'd rather be in a situation where I can confer on telepathic level of them telling me something versus the physical level. Not that I wouldn't mind being more physical because I've seen them, but I want to see them down the block and then say, okay, I see you there. I feel comfortable here. Come a little closer. Let me gradually.
So you can look at somebody walking in the street and know whether they're half alien or not.
No.
Okay.
No, but I will tell you this, is that one of the traits of these people that are the humanoid alien, if you will, usually they're very, very meticulous people. And there's something about their aura, their personality that you just want to cling to. They're very friendly, able to you get a good sense when you're around them. Now, I think when the CIA came to see me, I think 3 of the people that were there were aliens. I did ask them about aliens. And one of the, I believe it was an alien, said that because I was talking to the CIA agent, he said he's not allowed to answer that question because he's retired. So, by him saying that to me, man, it kind of justified what I thought. And he showed me his bag and everything. It was very enlightening. It's like, why would a CIA agent come and see me, who, I'm not in political power. I'm not